Africa, a place bursting with life, a land of huge open grasslands, mountains with snowy peaks and really old cultures. Kenya, right in the middle of East Africa, is calling you to have an amazing safari adventure. Picture yourself. You're in a jeep with no roof, feeling the wind in your hair and the sun on your face. All around you are the incredible sights and sounds of the African wild. This is Kenya, where you find all the wild animals. I started being fascinated by Africa when I was a kid, watching tons of nature shows on TV. The African plains, with their famous animals and stunning landscapes, really stuck in my mind. So when I got the chance to go on a 10-day safari in Kenya, I didn't even have to think about it. As soon as my plane landed in Nairobi, I could feel the city's energy. It was lively, busy, and full of people, a big difference from the peaceful wilderness I was about to see. I got more and more excited with every minute. Soon I was on a small plane, leaving the city behind and heading into the heart of the savannah. As we flew above the clouds, I felt like something amazing was about to happen. Below me, the land turned into a patchwork of golden grass dotted with acacia trees and watering holes. It felt like I was watching a wildlife documentary, and in a way, I was. This was the start of my Kenyan safari, a trip that I would never forget, even after I left the savannah. Our first stop was the Masai Mara, Kenya's most famous wildlife park. The Mara is known for having a huge number of animals. It's like watching nature at its absolute best. The grasslands seemed to go on forever, covered in colourful wildflowers. Herds of zebras and wildebeests were peacefully eating, their stripes and patterns creating a beautiful picture against the green grass. Gazelles jumped around gracefully, showing off how quick they could be. They had to be, with danger potentially hiding anywhere. Everywhere you went, you could hear the sounds of the savanna birds chirping, leaves rustling, and the far-off roar of a lion. And then we saw them. Lions! A whole pride of them was relaxing in the shade of an acacia tree. Their golden fur blended in perfectly with the dry grass. We were amazed as we watched them. The cubs were playfully chasing each other's tails, while the grown-up lions just soaked up the sun. It was like watching a nature documentary, but it was real, natural, and totally captivating. The Mara is also a haven for birds. There were so many different types, from the huge ostriches to the bright lilac-breasted rollers. We spent hours watching these feathered creatures, admiring their colourful feathers and listening to their pretty calls. The Mara was like a symphony of life, a testament to the pure beauty and variety of the African savannah. Our trip continued south to Amboseli National Park, a place full of amazing contrasts and incredible beauty. Here, the landscape changed into a dry, open area with acacia woodlands and sparkling salt lakes. But the most impressive thing about Amboseli is its background, Mount Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro is the tallest mountain in all of Africa. It loomed over everything, its snowy peak often hidden behind clouds. Seeing this massive mountain rising up from the African plains was absolutely breathtaking. It made me realize how powerful and grand nature truly is. A humbling experience I'll always remember. Amboseli is famous for its large herds of elephants, and we weren't disappointed. We saw these gentle giants everywhere, their wrinkled skin and ivory tusks telling stories of their age and wisdom. We watched them wander the savannah, their families sticking close together, their bonds unbreakable. One encounter, in particular, left a big impression on me. We came across a herd of elephants gathered around a watering hole, their trunks dipping down for a drink. There was a young calf that was having trouble keeping up with its mother. As we watched, the other female elephants made a protective circle around the little calf, keeping it safe from any danger. It was a touching reminder of the strong family bonds that these amazing animals share. Our next stop was Tsavo National Park, the largest protected area in all of Kenya. Tsavo is a place of vast wilderness where you can really feel how powerful nature is. Its rugged landscapes with volcanic hills, acacia woodlands and huge plains are home to an incredible array of wildlife. One of the most striking things about Tsavo is its red earth. The soil, full of iron oxide, gives the landscape a unique color, especially during the dry season. It's as if the ground itself is painted in different shades of red and orange, creating a surreal and unforgettable backdrop for our safari. Tsavo is also known for its many elephants, many of which are the famous red elephants that people associate with the park. These elephants cover themselves in the red dust, which acts as both sunscreen and bug spray. Seeing these magnificent animals, their bodies covered in red dust against the backdrop of the savannah, was a sight I'll never forget. We encountered many other wild animals in Tsavo, from giraffes gracefully eating from the acacia trees to zebras and wildebeests gathering at watering holes. We even had an exciting encounter with a leopard, its spotted fur blending in perfectly with the shade of the undergrowth. Tsavo was a true testament to the wild heart of Africa, a place where nature is still in charge.